Nobody wants to fall. It's something that almost nobody talks about, but almost everybody thinks about. I've had family members fall, and in most cases, they're never really the same. But what can you do to actually reduce your chances of falling? Well, you could walk, and walking is great, but it's almost just a prerequisite. It's a baseline. Walking is the least you could do. You've been walking your whole life. So does it really improve your balance? Does it really strengthen the muscles that keep you steady? Does it teach your body how to instinctively catch yourself if you do trip? And maybe most importantly, does walking alone make you feel less afraid of falling? Does it really build your confidence? And this is where Tai Chi really is different. It's not magical, it's just practical, as in you practice. You get the opportunity to develop your balance, your weight shifting, your posture, your awareness, and your control with every single step. And over time, this changes your body and it builds confidence in how you use your body. And you don't even have to think about it. It's just there. You've earned it through your practice. So the last thing I wanted to do was create a Tai Chi routine that feels complicated or you're worried about having pain. Instead, I wanted to just strip everything else away and focus on what I believe are the three most important foundations of Tai Chi walking. You can practice this as a simple flow that will completely change the way you relate to your posture, your connection to the ground, and your confidence in the way that you move. So there are only three simple things that we're going to practice today. The first is called pouring. The second is just a simple forward step. And the third is a fun little side step. And then at the end, we'll put them all together into one simple flow. So are you ready? Please don't worry. This is not going to be complicated. And we're actually going to have some fun. Let's go. Hello, we are here with my short shorts because I want to show you my knees. I want you to be able to see them as well as my feet very clearly. So this first exercise is called pouring, and it's like pouring honey from a jar, pouring honey slowly from one leg to the other. And the purpose of this is about weight shifting so that one leg absorbs a little bit more of the weight and then the other leg. I want to give you a side view just real quick. See that knee bend forward as I shift, okay? Just a little bit and just forward, no other direction. Great, yeah. So just be aware of the bottom of your foot now. Push from the bottom of the foot and the energy goes up and down into the other bottom of the foot, then push from the bottom. So there's an awareness there, right as the arch goes up on your foot. That's where you want to have your awareness. Okay, this is very important. Again, keep that pelvis tucked up slightly so that the low back isn't feeling pressure, and keep that string pulling you up so that there's not a lot of weight going down into your knees, and relax your knees. Don't just let the energy stop in your knee. Have it just travel up the leg, through the waist, down past the knee and into the foot. Just relax your knees, soften it. Slight bend, nothing major needs to happen. And go slow. Like that honey from a jar, you're just pouring. One leg accepts a little more weight and the other leg kind of relaxes. Okay, so that's it. You have it now. Great. While you're there, I want to explain, why are we pouring? What's the big deal? First of all, it gives you full awareness of your lower body, which is where it all starts. From your feet, through your knees, through your thighs. You're very aware when you start to just pour like honey slowly into the other leg. And this weight shifting, it actually strengthens the bones. If you watch my Tai Chi walking video, we talk about how that little pressure on the bones, it actually charges and improves your bone density. Just a little bit. It's not like you're putting too much. It's just little, but just that little bit, this strengthens the bones, the joints, and the muscles. Another thing is you understand where your center is, right? The center, your balance, because you're shifting it a little bit, but you're not rushing. You're gradually shifting. So you're always aware that now your center is a little bit more in this leg, and now it's in the middle, but now your center is a little bit more in this leg, and your center can just be in one leg and still be balanced. By having your awareness on your feet and your lower body, you're aware of the ground. You're having this connection to the ground, which is going to prevent you from falling. And the most important thing is slowing it down. I kind of look at it like the space in between the notes, like they say in music. You're feeling all of the space. The note might be just getting to the other leg, but you're not just rushing to that note. You're feeling all the space in between the note of this leg and then of the note of that leg. You're feeling all the space in between. This is why we pour. Now we're going to actually pour for 10 repetitions and do the exercise together. Let's do this exercise now 10 times. And here's the challenge. I want your head to be at the same level. In other words, I don't want you to go up and down like bobbing like this. Stay straight and bend your knees just a little bit. And now pour into one leg without bobbing your head up and down. Just stay on the same line. Slowly. Pelvis tucked. Slowly push off the feet. Bending your knee forward, doesn't have to be too much. Well, that was easy. Hopefully you didn't push yourself too hard. Nice work. And just know that you're actually practicing one of the foundational principles of Tai Chi. It might not seem like a lot, it might not seem complicated, it might not seem like a big deal, but it is. And just notice how much more aware you are of your lower body, your connection to the ground, your posture. This is Tai Chi. Practice number 2 is about taking one forward step like this. Now, we're not going to keep on stepping and traveling. We're just going to take one step forward and then step back and then take the other step forward. All right, so let's practice this together. Your shoulder width apart, and you're going to take one foot and turn it out just a little bit, about 45 degrees. And then you're going to pour and bend the knee into that foot just a little bit so that you can then lift off your other foot and set it down on the heel, toe facing forward, and then the toe, and then shift into the front leg, about 60% of your weight. So you're a little bit forward, but you can still see your toes on the bottom there. All right, there you go. Step back, good, and straighten out that other foot. Turn out the other foot just a little bit. Pour slowly. Your knee is aligned with the direction that those toes are going. You're upright, your pelvis is tucked, and then you just set your heel down on the train tracks, I like to call them, so shoulder width apart, heel, then toe, and then shift the weight 60% into the front leg, just a little bit more than 50%, and you can still see your toe, and step back. Good. And then when you step back, you could even step back at the angle so that then you shift the weight, pour it, and then you step, heel, toe, shift. You're pouring, and you shift and you pour into the back leg, and you step back, and you can just put that foot out to the angle a little bit. So you're already setting up the pouring, the stepping. Front, shift back, and step back. All right, so let's shake that out. So this exercise is awesome because it feels like walking because you are taking a step, but you're not committing to walking. You're not worried about what direction and hips turning very much. You're just taking that first step. And it really builds confidence in taking steps because you're always making sure that you're stable at every step of the way with the pouring and then the shifting the weight. And for a split second being on one leg, and then shifting the weight, not rushing everything. It really builds confidence and connection to the ground. All right, so here's the practice now of this. We're going to do 10 repetitions. And my challenge for you is that you don't speed up when your foot is in the air all by itself. You don't rush stepping out. You still just pour the whole way. Here we go. Shoulder width apart. Head on the string, pelvis slightly tucked, knees bent just a little bit. Turn one foot out, pour into the leg with the knee aligned. And don't rush this. Set the heel on the train tracks, toe, and shift. That's our first step. Shift back, pouring, and just step back. Shift and pour. There we go. Nice and shoulder width apart still. Shift back. Pour. Nice and steady. Pelvis tucked, head on the string. Not rushing too much. Knees bent a little bit. Stay steady. We're halfway there. Stay steady. Let's not rush finishing. 4 more. Pouring, feeling all the weight transfer. Pushing back from the bottom of the foot into the other leg. Balancing on one leg for a second. Let's bring it home. 2 more. Shifting and pouring. Stepping and pouring. Here we go. Last one. Yes. Doesn't that feel safe and stable? Aren't you very aware of the ground? Great job. Practice number 3 is very fun, but it might be different for you unless you're a salsa dancer and you are used to moving side to side, because that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm just gonna demonstrate. I pour and I step out one foot onto the toe and then the heel, and then I shift. So this is a little wider stance. I shift back and then I bring that foot back in, toe, heel, and then I lift up the other heel and shift the weight so that I can put toe, heel, and shift. So this is the simple, slow pouring of a side step. I get to the middle and I switch. And this is different because it's toe, heel. Before it was heel, toe. So let's practice it together. And this is great because you don't always move forward. Life, you're sometimes going sideways. You might fall sideways. Who knows what's going to happen? It's good to be able to move in all directions that life brings us. All right, so here comes our 10 reps. And the challenge while we do these 10 reps is to keep the pelvis tucked. Try not to have the butt be out and leaning as you do it like this. We don't want that. We want pelvis tucked and just knees bent and being straight. That's the challenge. Here we go. So straighten everything in a relaxed way. Pelvis slightly tucked, knees unlocked, and pour into your leg. Knees bend forward, and then lift up to where your toe goes out, then into the heel, and shift the weight. Good. Stay upright, and then shift back. And bring that leg back in all the way. Don't have to touch, but close. And then that heel goes down while this heel comes up and you step wide the other direction. Toe, heel, you shift all the way while the knee bends forward. The other knee bends as you step back in, okay? Here we go, 8 more. Toe, heel, shift and pour. Back to center. Toe, heel, lift the other heel, shifting the weight. Good. Pour. Stay steady, and it's okay to be on one leg for just that moment. Keep that pelvis tucked and knees relaxed. One more on each side. Here we go. Toe heel, shift all the way. Knee just bends forward a little bit. Back to center. Toe heel, and then lift the heel and toe heel. Good. Step back to shoulder width. And there we are. Good. Shake it out. Excellent. You did all 3 practices. So proud of you. I think that just gave you a lot of awareness about your lower half, your connection to the ground. This is life-changing stuff. Side note, if you're thinking about salsa dancing, now you got the basic step. All you need is the little hips, you know what I mean? Okay, that's another video. Okay, before we sit down, I want you to shake it out, stretch, whatever feels natural, right? Maybe your back's a little worked, maybe your legs are a little worked. This is exercise, so that's all natural, FYI. Before we do the flow, I want you to grab something. I want you to find something in your room that you can put on your head. That's the challenge for this flow now, combining all 3 movements. I'm gonna go find my thing. I'll be right back. Okay, I have my thing. It's just a little sort of, what would you call this? I'm not sure. Maybe you have a DVD, a book, a flat towel, whatever it is. I want you to place it on your head while we do these 3 exercises, 10 reps each. Yes, if your book or your item falls, it's okay. It happens to all of us. But this is really going to challenge you to keep your head straight and really improve your posture and focus. Whew. Okay, so just relax yourself. Be shoulder width apart. All right. And let's begin pouring. Push from the bottom of your feet. Don't rush it. Good. Let's do our 1 step forward, turning your foot out a little bit. Pour and step on the train tracks. Shift. Step back. Shift. And step. Good. Just stay down and bent in your knees so you don't go up and down. You just stay on the same level. Nice and slow, pouring the whole way, feeling your foot on the ground. Heel toe on that step. Good. No need to bend your knees too low. Just a few more here. Feel the weight shifting, one leg taking a little more pressure, and then you release it, going into the other leg. Okay, 1 more each side. Oh, that's okay. See? I'm glad that fell to show you nobody's perfect. It's just a practice. Good. Okay. Let's step back. And maybe yours is still on. I'm gonna grab mine. All right. Next up is the side to side step. Here we go. Shift. And now we're gonna step toe heel and shift into that leg back to the middle. And just stay on the same level. Lift up the other heel, set it out, toe, heel, shift over. Good. Back to center. No rushing. A little weight shift into this leg as the other leg becomes free. Don't rush the toe to heel. Don't rush the shift. Tuck the pelvis to release any lower back pain. And I'm breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, 6 more. Let's just enjoy the space between. Feel your feet on the ground. Relax your knees. Let's do one more on each side. Breathe and relax for this last one. Not rushing into the finish line, just steady. Good. Step back shoulder width. All right. There we go. Great job. Maybe you beat me in this challenge. I hope you did. If your item was falling a lot, that's okay too. It really is just a practice. But that item on our head is a nice way to really be able to focus, adjust our posture, and take our time. All right, so let's have a seat, shake it out, and that was fun. Let's sit and wrap this up. So these obviously weren't just random movements. These are the foundations, the lower body. And we did that purposefully because once you understand the lower body, you just add in some arm movements really and waist movements for the upper body. But it's very easy to add those in because you already built the foundation, the lower half. So you have the lower half, you'll eventually add in some upper body movement, and then you'll connect everything together, full body, full breathing with the body, full intentions of moving the body as a unit and flowing and all of the things that make up Tai Chi. But this exercise, this routine really is everything. This is what we do in our online community, the Chi Tribe. I love getting my eyes on you so I can make simple adjustments to your lower half and upper half. I give you feedback through live coaching and classes. It's a friendly community. And we just basically just work on these same few movements over and over, refining them while also improving our health and our confidence. To end this video, I just want to say this, that most people, when they try to say, oh, you do Tai Chi, it's something like this. Basically, they move their arms. And it's funny to me because they don't realize that everything starts with the feet, with the legs, with their roots. Because as human beings, we are connected, we are grounded down there, not up here. This is just flying around. It's all about our lower half. We're connected to the earth. The Tai Chi classics say that the energy that moves through us, it starts in the feet, it moves up through the legs, it directs at the waist, and then it flows through the torso, down the arms, through the hands and fingertips. That's the order, that's the chain of things. So today we focused on that lower body because once you have that, you are rooted, you are grounded, you are stable, and everything you build on top of that already has a solid foundation. So come back and practice this routine daily. Very simple, 3 little practices in a flow. And when you're ready to practice Tai Chi fully, when you're ready for more, just come on into the community. It's easy, it's very low cost, and you can just build the practice and you will get better and better. So many parts of your life will change. It's amazing. Thanks for playing. We'll see you soon.